engaged with anyone on the administration? Have they come to you and asked your ideas? And is there broader democratic buy-in for bipartisanship here with tax reform?
There's a lot of things around tax reform that we can all agree on.
Yeah.
And I think one of them is that our international tax system in particular is broken. It creates all these incentives for U.S. corporations to keep cash overseas. Over $2 trillion sit overseas right now. And that's a missed opportunity not only for the United States, because if we fix that system, literally probably over $1 trillion would come back to the United States, which is effectively a stimulus program that we don't have to pay for. But also it would be an opportunity for the federal government to earn some revenues on those overseas earnings. And what I've proposed is pairing that reform with infrastructure. So we fix the most broken part of the tax system, in my judgment, and we pair it with a domestic investment program around infrastructure. And we've proven there's big bipartisan support for that. We've had over 40 Democrats and 40 Republicans support it.
You want to lock it down because you don't want that cash to be used for buybacks or big dividends. You actually want to see that money invested.
My view is if the money's back in the United States, anything it's used for here is better than it's sitting in Europe.
Right.
Nothing against Europe.
So nothing that would lock it in.
No, we're not prescribing what the companies have to do with the money.
Oh, okay.
So if they give it back to their shareholders, or if they invest it in new factories, whatever they do, it's better to have that happen in the United States. It's more stimulative for our economy if it happens here than if it's sitting overseas in some British bank account. So that's why I'm really focused on that. And we don't really get into prescribing what they can do with the money. It's their money. They should be able to do whatever they want with it. We just want it flowing back to the United States and invested in the U.S. economy. And we want to tie it with infrastructure. We think it'd be incredibly dynamic and stimulative for the economy.
So what would be the significantly lower tax rate then?
Well, so right now, U.S. corporations, when they make money overseas, have to pay the U.S. tax rate. Right. Or they have the option of deferring paying that tax and keeping the money overseas. So what we want to do is we want to lower the rate on international earnings to make it more consistent with our competitors, and then basically take away their ability to defer paying the tax.
We're talking about single digit.
Probably teens.
Probably teens.
Probably teens. Well, single digits on the money that's over there. So you do a different rate on the money that's over there. That is probably single digits.
Okay.
In our bill, it's about 8.75. But on their go-forward earnings, it's probably closer to 15.